The next project on the van is a soap dispenser holder for the sink. It's going to attach to the side of the sink with double-sided tape and hold this foaming soap dispenser. I ordered this and then promptly dropped it and shattered it. It's plastic, but very cheap, brittle plastic, unfortunately. Luckily, there's enough of it left for me to go ahead and make what I need to make. And then the new one will be here in a couple days. The idea here is to take some of this 2-inch angle, this head laying around. I'm going to drill a hole for it right there, cut it down to somewhere around 2.5 inches. And then once again, we'll use that 3M VHB tape to attach this to the sink. Should keep it out of the way. We'll round the edges nicely and make sure it's not going to be a hazard or an eyesore. Let's get started. Since this is a pretty big hole we're drilling, I'm going to go ahead and drill it while I've got, before I saw this down. That way it'll have all the leverage from the drill, won't be so difficult to deal with. It's like 1 3/4 inches will be about perfect for the hole. This is the basic form. I'm going to round all the corners and clean it up a bit. If this guy's a nice snug fit. There'll be a, probably put an O-ring down here at the bottom to give it a little bit more tension because this lid doesn't screw down all the way to where it will be snug. You wouldn't need anything there. It's all the weight's resting on the cap, but again, I'll probably put an O-ring there just to make sure it doesn't wobble around. It should hold up nicely. Get it cleaned up and mounted, see how it looks. Well, that's about it. Pretty simple. I had to do quite a bit of sanding. I took it up from 1.5 inches to just under 1 3/4 inches. The 1 3/4 wallowed it out a little bit more than I wanted, so looks nice. I used sanding sponge to give it a brushed appearance. So hopefully it'll match the stainless pretty well. This guy just slides right through here. And then, like I said, I'll put an O-ring in between. Tighten the top down. And it's got plenty of surface area for the VHB tape on the back here. So I'm going to stick that to the back of the sink, just about flush. And we won't have to worry about that bottle falling off the countertop onto the floor anymore. Well, that's that. Had an O-ring lying around that's perfect. It gives it a little bit of, just a little bit of tension against the lid. Keep it from vibrating around or anything like that. Also help keep it from coming loose. But it's a nice snug fit. Like I said, the new plastic bottle will be here in another day or two. And I'm going to affix this to either the back or the side of the sink. I haven't decided yet. We'll see how it does. So the new bottle arrived since I shattered the other one. So I've got an O-ring here that I just happen to have laying around that fits perfectly around the neck of this bottle, and it puts a little bit of pressure on the bottom of the mount, and that's going to keep it from moving at all or rattling or anything. Worked really nicely. You can see here the brushed aluminum matches the brushed stainless beautifully. That's been in for a few days now while I was waiting for a replacement bottle. So let's go ahead and get this thing installed and take a look. Alright, so that's installed. I think it looks great. It's out of the way. You could of course mount this on either side depending on if you're left or right-handed or how you do dishes or anything else. We don't have anything but a 10-inch frying pan is the largest dish that's going to be in here, so we don't fill it up with dishes like you would in a kitchen sink. It's really snugly in here. Doesn't move around at all. It foams very nicely. So you can use evidently any hand soap, and then it's 1 part soap to 3 to 5 parts water, depending on how thick you want the soap or how thick the soap you have is. So you could use a regular antibacterial soap or a dish soap or a biodegradable soap if you're dumping your gray water out in the wild. So turned out pretty great. I will keep you guys posted with updates on how it continues to work and with everything else that I'm working on in here to get things organized. And again, if you haven't checked out the build, it's all opened up right now because it's hot out here, but it's coming along. I'm pretty close to complete. I know I say that a lot. Hope this video helps. Have a good one.